today's news. Graves of late journalists visited on International Day of Journalist Solidarity. Hearing on appeal of education expert postponed. Human rights photo exhibition begins in Baku. Training on elections held for journalists.
On the 8th of September, the International Day of Journalist Solidarity was celebrated. A group of journalists and representative of a non-governmental organization visited the graves of the murdered editor-in-chief of the Monitor Journal, Elmar Husinov, and the first editor-in-chief of Azad League newspaper, Najaf Najafov. Tehran News Agency Director Mehman Aliyev, Anya and Zerkalo newspapers editor-in-chief Elchin Shinkhinlitsky, the Institute for Reporters' Freedom and Safety Chairman Emin Husinov, military journalist Uzair Jafarov, Regional Human Rights and Education Center Chairman Latafat Malikova, journalist Tabdig Fakhadoglu, and others talked about the solidarity of journalists. Participants emphasized that there is a need for journalist solidarity to solve existing problems in the Azerbaijani media. The International Day of Journalist Solidarity has been celebrated since 1958 in honor of Czech journalist anti-fascist writer Julius Fučík, who was executed on the 8th of September 1943.
A hearing on the appeal of educational expert Alevsef Osmanlı was held in the Baku Court of Appeals on September 8, 2010. Judge Hilal Khalilov presided over the hearing. The Education Problems Institute representative did not attend the hearing because of his health. Alevsef Osmanlı's lawyer, Isakhan Ashurov, said that the presence of the representative is necessary for the hearing, and it cannot be conducted without his participation. The judge therefore postponed the hearing and scheduled it for 4 p.m. September 22nd. The Nasimi District Court partially fulfilled the lawsuit on June 2nd and demanded that the defendant apologize and publish a refutation in the next edition of Azadlık newspaper, but rejected the compensation claim of 50,000 AZN. Institute for Educational Problems Director Abdullah Merhabov appealed to the court, claiming that the opinions written about IEP in the article Merdanov's Black Hundreds, published on February 2, 2010 in Azadlık newspaper by Osmanlı, are damaging to his business image. He demanded that the defendant publish a refutation, apologize to the Institute and its employees, and pay 50,000 AZN compensation for damage to his business image. On September 8th, in the Rotunda Hall at the Landmark Business Center, an exhibition including photography, caricatures, and books dedicated to freedom of expression began. The exhibition is being conducted in the framework of the Forum on Public Support to Freedom of Speech and Expression. The forum was organized by several journalist organizations and mass media. Illustrators Anar and Sharif participated in the exhibition. Photographers whose work was on display at the exhibition included Mehman Husseinov from IRFS, Elkhan Kerimov from Tehran Information Agency, Bugar Ibadov from TRT, Abbas Atilai from Radio Liberty, and Ahmed Mukhtar. All the works reflect the reality of Azerbaijan and inform about violation of human rights in the country. Some photos demonstrated in the exhibition were awarded international prizes. The exhibition will be open until the 9th of September. The Forum on Public Support to Freedom of Speech and Expression is organized by the Azerbaijan Journalists Union, the Euro Integration National Committee, Freedom of Expression Committee, the Public Union for Azerbaijan, the Open Society Institute, Tehran Information Agency, the Media Rights Institute, and the New Generation Journalists Union.
Training on elections held for journalists. On the 7th of September, the Democratic Journalism School Public Union conducted a training for mass media representatives participating in the project Establishment of a More Favorable Information Space for 2010 Parliamentary Elections in Azerbaijan. During the training, the journalists obtained information about election observation, international standards, functions of electoral institutions, the legal base of parliamentary elections, as well as journalists' rights and authorities in the elections. Specialists answered journalists' questions and demonstrated a photo session on the pre-election political situation. The journalists applauded the song Free Election, written by the Election Monitoring and Democracy Education Center. The project is financed by the Open Society Institute Assistance Foundation and the aim is to contribute to the media coverage of parliamentary elections in an objective, impartial, and comprehensive way. Therefore, mass media outlets that have a broad audience and a significant role in the dissemination of independent news were chosen as project participants. Special mass media correspondents who write about the elections are trained, provided with technical assistance, coordinated with election NGOs, and funded to visit regions that are within the framework of the project.